Hi everyone, just finished another Mechabellum match just this morning, and this one had a pretty good focus on strong unit composition, very strong. And the result gave me a lot to talk about afterwards that was quite interesting to think about. Hope you enjoy it. Hi everyone, let's do another bit of Mechabellum. Against Flandale, who has a lot of combat power. Well, I guess I have that much too now, but they have an intimidating visage. Aerial Specialist, Close Control, Elite Specialist. Spalls and Crawls is always a good start. Well, can be a really good start. Runner Reinforcements with Crawls and Stormcallers. A little bit brittle. Elite Specialist and Mustang. Let's go for Aerial Specialist with Steel Ball Crawl. I like this combo. So my opponent has Supply Specialist, gain 50 additional supplies per round. They're starting with Fangs and Sledgehammers, which is good against AoE tank, good against Crowd tank, and just a general use infantry. We have Crawlers, Swarm Melee, and Steel Balls, which is single target laser damage. They'll kill the sledges pretty good. So what do we expect the enemy to do here? I'll talk about my overall strategy in a second that I have. I don't have like any anti-crowd, so arc lights would make a lot of sense here. So we'll grab a couple of arc lights, and the arc lights will go over here on the flanks. Always place your units, or I always do this, always place your units on the flanks like this, so that when the enemy does the inevitable, like, you know, gets to round 2 or 3 and they want to like flank you, like, oh, put some crawlers here and get a tower, you're already ready for it. A lot of new players don't do this. I didn't do it when I first started, and people are like, oh, I get flanked by crawlers every match. Well, just don't. Just place your units to immunize you for that in the future, you know? I expect marksmen from them for the steel balls. We're gonna, like, do... the balls and crawlers are both fast, they're kind of the same speed. We're gonna do it so that we try to set it up so that the balls tank the first shots from the sledgehammers, so that the crawlers can then get in after them, without the sledgehammers ruining them. Probably put like one set of the crawlers in the middle like this to take the first marksman shots though. They will get killed by the sledgehammers, but then the idea is that these ones won't. Can I fit like that? Uh-oh. I think I've set this up like okay. Hang on, go like this. Okay, now I have no anti-air, but round 1, it's unlikely for them to get air. So arc lights are going to be nice here for anti-crowd. They just get a lot more fangs. They're just going for huge crowds here. No marksmen. So I'm glad that I have at least some of my crawlers coming in afterwards. The sledges will kill... Actually, the sledges are on the side, but they won't. So the sledges are mostly busy with the balls. So some of the crawlers get to go in. Not a ton. Work better on the right where the crawlers are in on the sledges. My balls are getting really distracted by the fangs, unfortunately. So I'm not sure if I'm going to win this just because they're not really having very good target prioritization either. No, not really. I think I'll lose this one. So positioning-wise, unfortunately for me there, with the way they laid out their formation, they had a lot of fangs, which the bulls aren't very fast or good at dealing with. And then, so my balls were busy with dealing with crowd units, which they don't specialize at. What if I can win this? Probably not. No, I can't. While, my crawlers did get a bit too destroyed with the sledges still. I didn't lose too badly. At worst here, I'm losing to 2 sledgehammers, so they are going to get to level up. We're both going to get to level up here by killing the towers, which give you extra XP. The enemy's going very heavy into crowds. I don't want to, like, just knee-jerk try to be like, oh, let's counter that. But, you know, the round's not over yet. Let's talk about this. So my overall strategy for this match, by the way, is to go heavy into steel balls and crawlers. I wonder how the timing might work out here. If I get the timing right here, I won't win, no. I want to go heavy into steel balls and crawlers. Oh, timeout. So it's kind of like we both win there. They get 200 points on me, I get 100 points. So I want to go heavy into steel balls and crawlers, sorry. And then switch of aerial specialists probably into like overlords and stuff once they commit to 2 heavy to a ground game. They are very heavy on the fangs. So that's something to watch out for. I think rather than that initial strategy, I want to instead think about that's a lot of fangs. So I want to be ready for this many fangs. I don't want to like knee-jerk overcorrect into dealing with this yet. Like I don't want to just go like, oh, Vulcan or more arc lights. I want to build something more nuanced. Because you gotta expect what else is gonna come. Like marksman on them would make sense. Or air. I have no anti-air, so air would make a lot of sense on them. What can we get? Shield device specialist would be really good against them. They don't really have anything for that. I'm gonna upgrade you, because upgrading is really important. And just some marksmen would be cheap, and then I can afford shields as well. Shields aren't gonna help me with the crawlers, but if I put them forward enough, they can help with the fangs and the sledges. They may just go for more fangs, in which case, you know, the marksmen do not help me at all. But I need some AA, because that is a thing that they're very likely to pull at some point. I probably could have gone Mustangs, but I didn't really have enough money for enough of them, so I didn't really want to. We're going to go like this with the marksman, and then at least we have some anti-air. Go like this, actually. Go like 2 marksmen over here for the sledgehammers, and then dun 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 dun. Rather than a shield this turn, just go for another arc light, I think, just because they have so many fangs. One more is fine. We'll see now. Are they going to keep going into crowds? No. So as we kind of expected, they go for the air unit now because that kind of makes sense. Okay, you see this many fangs, your knee-jerk reaction is to go, oh, anti-crowd, just go all arc lights. But of course, they're not just going to build the thing you see; they're going to build other things too. Now, the thing is here, can we get through the crowds of our arc lights fast enough to then snipe out the phoenixes? We need to get on these phoenixes with the, there we go, with the marksman. There's one down, but not enough. The marksmen are killing the sledges, but we need to get onto these damn phoenixes. That's the only AA we have. I still don't think we're going to win, unless... Oh, yeah, nice, that's really good. I still don't think we're going to win because this lot over here is going to get us. But there is a chance here. The way it would have to work is we need to, like, get these marksmen to unparalyze as these phoenixes are come over. I don't think it's going to happen. But, like, kill them. But they're going to kill this thing and then kill my guys who are paralyzed. So it's not ideal. Unfortunately, I'm just going to die to the paralysis effect here, basically. We did win on the left, but that's because we had the marksman on the left. We didn't have any marksmen on the right. We didn't lose too badly here, but, you know, we are still losing. Stormcrawlers would be amazing here, I think. Oh, an extended range too, let's do it. So Incendiary Bomb kills all the fangs for one turn, but I don't want to kill him for once, I don't want to kill him forever. Now, Stormcrawlers are a bit of a thing to go here, artillery, because they don't kill the air at all, actually. It doesn't really help me with the air, quote marks. But the thing is here, it's not really the air that's the hugest problem, it's the fact that their front line is lasting too long. I still need a way to kill this front line. Now, Stormcrawlers aren't a direct counter to fangs if they get speed, but they're slow enough that the missiles will fuck them up in general. And other than that, I would just be getting like more AA for the Phoenixes, or it'd be like Marksman would work over here too. Or I would be getting like my own air units, but I don't really want to pivot into that yet. And just against like a heavy, like slow ground army, artillery is just great. Artillery is good. Artillery is awesome. Especially extended range artillery, like this. If we like literally start with it shooting, I mean, you're gonna have a good time. You are gonna have a good time. Even if we put it in the center like this, then we can actually try and get our angle here. Try and get our angle here, basically, so that the tanks actually cluster into the Stormcrawlers. So actually, you want to pull them. Like that. So that then you're, like, pulling a big blob that's going to, like, group up here and just get melted by all this shit. Other than that, what else do I want to do? Nothing extra this round, I think. Just leave it as it is. Maybe put a shield here. I mean, a missile here. For if the air units come through harder. Those upgraded Phoenixes. So now the missile's going to go off immediately. They're just upgrading more into their fangs and sledges here, it seems. I don't really see what units they bought. Just more frontline, I think. You're really relying on the Stormcrawlers here to get the job done. The Phoenixes are, you can see with the speed of my units, the way I backplace them, they show up just in time to screen for the Phoenixes. Now that the enemy army is in place, this is where the Stormcrawlers really need to do their job. I don't think they're doing enough here. I think my front line isn't strong enough to, like, make it work. Yeah, not nearly enough. I'm in trouble, y'all. I'm in a lot of trouble. I think. I put myself in a position where now I need 2 things at once to really keep up. I think I might lose this one at this rate. Unless I can do something really impressive. Well, it's early days yet. But I'm definitely falling behind the curve here. Their army is just overall too strong for me, and the Stormcrawlers, as I said, are not a direct crowd counter. They need a bit of time to work. I need a bit of time to get back into the game here, I think. What do I need to do that? I need to upgrade you, but I can't do that. I have to pick my upgrade. And a repair kit in general would be fine. I said I needed a stronger front line. I need a lot of things here at once, okay? Like, one thing I need a better anti-crowd counter, but I also need more front line. What does both for me here? Rhino, not really. Vulcan, a couple of Vulcans probably is worth the money here. I think I have to go into debt to get 2 of them, and I'm going to. So I'm going to pay... I'm going to get 300 now. No, I'm going to get 200 extra money now, but I pay 300 basically next turn is how it works. Okay. But get 2 Vulcans. And upgrade this schemer. Because I need some more beef, and I just need to get rid of all these damn fangs. There's just too many of them. You know, there is just too many of them. I hope they don't missile these Stormcrawlers. I think they can actually just missile them. That would be so annoying. These are going to get attacked by the Phoenixes, which isn't really what we want. You almost want to like bring them back a bit more. Just to make sure that the Bulls and the Crawlers still tank for them. Okay, you don't want them to show up too quickly here. You don't, I probably should have put the one more thing back, but it's too late. So I got Energy Shield on the Fangs. They're going for like a very, oh god, Fang-heavy thing here. So more Vulcans is just necessary now. I'm like mind-gaming myself and be like, what if they do this or that? Okay, no, they're just going for like very heavy Fangs. So we need to just go for like a lot of crowd clear. They are just going to do this. We can see that. You can see the Phoenixes getting onto the Vulcans in the way we didn't really want, but you can also see the Vulcans just killing everything, which is what we do want. So not ideal that the Vulcans go down too quick there, and that's also because like the flanking units they placed distracted all of my front line. So they weren't here to screen for the Vulcans. We need some more frontline in front of the Vulcans, maybe some more Bulls. That said, the Flamethrower mechs do just melt the huge commitment to Fangs, and I'll probably go for Napalm Rockets as well to do it even quicker. I think I should win this now. Even though I lose the tower, the Bulls should tank long enough for the Marksman to get back in the game. No, actually, no, never mind. If that Arclight dies, the Marksman will be busy tied up with the Fangs. So I might still lose this to the level 2 Phoenixes, I think. Oh, yeah. No, because the Sledges are going to tank for the Phoenixes. It's no good. Oh, come on. Not dead. That one's going to kill ya. Close, but we're still losing. Flandale's got me on the ropes at this point. Well, I'm still not losing too badly, I guess, so that is good. Increases the HP of all units, super heavy armor. Let's go for maybe a fast. What have I got? So they put 1 unit of Fangs here, 1 unit of Fangs here. I need to just, like, get rid of these fuckers because even if they don't do anything else, just the fact that they're pulling my formation to the side is really annoying. Just, like, 1 unit of Arclight. 1 extra, like, lot of Arclight would be fine. I don't have to, like, overcorrect here. Increasing the HP of all units by 30% is good because they are nickel and diming me. Upgrade. I have a lot of upgrades here. I kind of want to go into debt again, but it's going to start really hurting me in the long run, but I kind of want to. But yeah, like, get some more Arclights. Just, like, Arclight all over them. You gotta be kind of careful because they'll actually, like, do a lot to my Marksman here. Oh, but I can go for armor upgrade, right? Yeah, because they have 54 damage, so I can go for armor upgrade. And that, like, trivializes them. Or it should. What if you do it like this? No, put it like that. Okay. I really want to like go into debt again, but I'm going to try to be disciplined and not here. Because what else do I want? Well, I really want to upgrade things, that's for sure, but I don't think I can really afford to here. I think I've just got to like shield this Vulcan so it lasts against the Phoenixes a bit longer. That's really all I can do. Going into debt, you know, you definitely pay for it in the next round. I have 100 less to spend now. I don't think I've really responded enough here. I think they're going to add even more shit. Well, them adding shields isn't that terrible, actually, if they spend a lot on that. They've got their own Stormcallers, though. That's really bad. Getting their own Stormcallers a range upgrade here, really bad. They're going to, like, Stormcaller my Stormcallers. And my Arclights take a long time to kill these damn Fangs here. Like, it's not really, like, countering fast enough. I still don't have any AA on the right either, which is a big problem. You know, you're just trying to add a lot of things at once here. I think the opponent's doing a good job of, like, throwing a lot at me. Well, I mean, they're kind of just using the same unit types, but I don't know. Like, the flanks are a good move there. I should do the same to them, really, if I can get away with it. We'll see what the positioning's like. Again, it's just all about the Marksman here. Taking out those damn air units before they auto-win against me. I really need to get some AA on the side. I need to add, like, a lot of things every round is the thing here. That's what's doing well against me. Oh, and they're gonna get those towers again. Breaking through those level 2 Phoenixes. These level 2 Phoenixes have been, like, MVPs every round. Just, like, constantly doing that to me has been really strong. Oh, and now they're gonna take out my A. They're gonna win again. I need to get some AA for these Phoenixes on the right. It's just, you know, it's too big a problem. Losing. I do keep losing in like very small ways, but it's still adding up. Alright, well, I'm not in debt this turn, so let's do a big response here. Mass-produced sledgehammers, missile device specialist, photon coating. I'd say photon coating. Okay, so let's do our upgrades finally. Now we got the money for it. Now remember I said need AA on the right. Right straight away, so let's do that. Oh, I should get best partner too. Get a couple of marksmans. I don't know if that's right, but I'm gonna do it. It's probably not what I should have picked there. I actually should have picked just best partner on the Vulcans instead. Too late. I'll tell you about that more later if I get a minute. We're gonna need shields on these gamers in the front, like so, to protect them from the Stormcrawlers. I do have shield specialist, if I remember correctly, I took in this match, so keep that in mind. I need more units. I need best partner. Oh yeah, incendiary bomb would not actually help that much early on because they've got shields to protect from it. Best partner would be just good in general, I think. Might be a thing to get immediately. I got that photon coating, which I'm probably gonna hang on to. Whatever upgrades can I get that are really good here? Fang squad, electromagnetic shots, range enhancement, double shots. I reckon going for the damage sharing could be really good, or just the armor enhancement against fangs. Or mechanical division. Go for the damage sharing, I think. What have they done? I respect the purity of this opponent's attack. They're just doing like a really good... Oh god, it's hitting my fucking tower. They're just doing like a really good strategy, like just a really good composition. Oh god, stop hitting my fucking tower. And I appreciate that, I respect that. They're just doing like a really good, like, hard composition. Ah, fuck! Those Stormcrawlers are beautiful, wow. Those Stormcrawlers hitting past my Vulcans into the power towers is amazing. That's gonna turn the round in their favor. That's huge. Wow. Those Stormcrawler positioned just right to take out my power towers, that sucks. For me, I mean, it's great for them. They're gonna overrun me. It's gonna be a big win for them this round. I'm in a lot of trouble. Well, I won my first round of Mechabellum on YouTube, but I don't think I'm gonna win my second one. The enemy's just doing a good job here. I think I've been like struggling. Haven't won a round yet, but this is my first big loss here. Like that's a lot of damage. Oh, can't take many more hits like that. That's huge. So you gotta go all out here. Let's see. Yeah, I think I know something I can do here. I just seen it. Mass-produced Rhino. Go into debt. Upgrade, sure. Get some Rhinos. Remember I never did that flank? I think I still can't because the Phoenixes... Well, the Phoenixes would just... No, that's too late for that now. We're gonna go for, I think, just like 3 Rhinos. 3 mass-produced Rhinos. So go mass recruitment, go for another one. I should have gone level 2 recruitment on them. That would have been amazing. I didn't do it, and I'm stupid. I should have done the level 2 thing. Too late. Probably gonna go armor enhancement on them for all the fangs. Did they refund these fangs on the sides? I think they might have. I need to stop these damn... Because right now, these damn things are hitting my tower. I need to, like, pull them off the tower. Give them something else to shoot. Because that just ain't good. That, like, lost me the round completely. You know, can't have that. Put you over here to kill all of them. Ran out of time here. Better hurry, better hurry. Boom. Best partner. Oh, I gotta fucking hurry. I gotta fucking hurry. That was the wrong thing to buy. I fucked up. I bought the wrong upgrades here, I think. What can I buy? What can I buy? Just buy... Armor enhancement. I think I took too long explaining things there, not long enough actually playing. So they refunded the fangs, which I like. I like that. They're making good use of their money. And the idea here for the Rhinos, they are a bit sacrificial, but the idea is just to stop those damn Stormcrawlers from hitting my damn towers. I think they just got too much here, though. I love the amount of artillery they have, and it's going to wreck me. I never went into air specialists. I never had the time, I felt like, tempo-wise. Pretty scary here. I don't think I can handle this. Just too many Stormcallers. Terrifying. Yeah, I think it's a big GG. Well played from the opponent. I'm dead, right? Yeah, I'm definitely dead. So GG, I love what they did there. Let's have a look at the battlefield. So, they went pretty heavy into the Fangs early on, and I did get the 2 Vulcans, which I think just kind of, you know, mollified them for the rest of the game. But one thing I think deserves a lot of attention is when they put those flanking Fangs there. There was only 100 units per Fang. It's quite efficient because they've got the energy shields as well on their main line of Fangs. These energy shield upgrades give you basically another shield that will always take at least 1 hit before you take any health damage, so it makes Fangs definitely not one-shottable anymore, which is great for stopping them from being killed by AoE very quickly. Just makes them great. And then so the Fangs were just like, even though they weren't doing anything, you know, they were losing still, they were pulling my whole formation to the side, which really put some wrinkles in the way I deploy my forces for a while, especially in that round where the Stormcallers blew up my towers because they were aggro straight up to them because I didn't have anything deployed in front of them. That was quite smart. This is, you know, this is great play from Flandale here, where they use their Stormcallers forward deployed to hit the towers. That was really awesome. I love that. With the range enhanced Stormcallers too. I think my own Stormcallers never did that great. Yeah, like only like not a lot of damage off them. Like they were a bit forward deployed to try and hit the Fangs greedily early, which allowed them to be countered back by enemy Stormcallers too easily. And that I was kind of aware of, but then that combined with the front line also being pulled apart really meant the Stormcallers were like the front tanks, which just wasn't the intention and wasn't good. Yeah, my Stormcallers just never quite did enough. They're not a hard counter of the Fangs without Napalm, but I never wanted to get the Napalm because the shields were there to stop them, which was great. Stop the Napalm, which was great. I did want them to do damage against the sledges too, but I think also my Stormcallers just never did very well, and so they never leveled up, and then they weren't able to keep level parity. They weren't able to level up what the Sledgehammers did, and when the enemy's Sledgehammers level up, and your Stormcallers haven't leveled up, then you're not doing enough damage to really threaten them, whereas level to level, usually Stormcallers can do take out sledges pretty decently in clumps. The Vulcans were great, just a couple of Vulcans, I think, you know, shredded a lot of Fangs very quickly, but it just wasn't enough. Like, they were doing a lot, but we needed some more. I think, overall, my Balls and Crawls, I just never committed enough to them to be able to make much out of them. The enemy did a very good job of keeping the initiative and the tempo, I think, the whole time, and making me react to them constantly, and I never got to really do something I wanted to do. Which is, you know, that's great. That's how you strangle someone out. Initiative is so important in this game. It's a real tangible thing, and it's why you don't want to, if you can avoid it, don't fall into reacting to the enemy all the time in this game. Don't fall into the trap of like, oh, I'll just counterpick. They built this, I'll build this to counter it. And, you know, I think when you're losing the round, it's much harder to not do that, obviously. But yeah, tough stuff for me. I wasn't inventive or creative enough. My steel balls, I needed more. You know, I needed like as many steel balls as they had sledgehammers, I think. And I think really the turn where I went into Stormcallers to go like, well, this should do nicely against all their Fangs and Sledge line, that was probably the turn where I started losing this match early on. Because they never did enough to justify their cost. And if these had just been units of 2 units of steel balls instead, I had 4 units of steel balls the whole match, they probably do a lot better, because these balls I think just needed a bit more of them to get through the enemy. I can't say my crawlers probably ever did anything either. You know, you started with them, that's alright. But yeah, the sledges, again, just not enough frontline here. The sledges are just too strong, the sledges are living, they're going to melt those crawlers. The Rhinos are a bit of a last ditch here of armor enhancement to try and like get through, but the enemy also has these really, really good Phoenixes, and these Phoenixes won them the round in a lot of ways as well. Early on, when I was like split between trying to get reactions in the time, and we did know they were going to go for something like that, but you know, the 2 marksmen on the left was fine. I needed to immediately get 2 more marksmen on the right instead. I thought, you know, okay, the Stormcallers against this like packed and slow line should shred, right? This should just shred them, no problems. In actuality though, and I'm still not that, you know, I'm still like a month or 2 into playing this game. As you can see, I'm still learning a lot of things like this on gut. Is that in actuality, no, the Stormcallers did not get through the Fangs and Sledges fast enough, so they weren't effective enough. And what would have been better is having the marksman on the right, because I was barely winning, like, well, sorry, barely losing. I was barely losing a lot of those early rounds. Anything could have tipped it. And we were winning on the left with the marksman. So in hindsight, you know, it's a regret. I could have just gone 2 marksmen on the right as well. These marksmen did great. Look at their damage down here. Top 1 damage for the entire match. Top 1, or for the round and for the match. Because marksmen are also good against sledgehammers is the thing. But I was like, oh, I need some more anti-crowd for all the fang spam, right? But the Stormcrawlers weren't it. In the end, just like more Arclights and marksmen together and just buying more units and just mirroring what I did on the left but also on the right would have told much more effectively. To an extent, you can kind of mind game yourself a little bit where, you know, I can be like, okay, you know, just they're doing just a bunch of crowds. Don't go completely into crowd counter because then you're not ready for the next thing they'll do. And I think that was a fair call of the marksmen being ready for the phoenixes. But I think it also just, instead of the stormcrawlers, I guess it's not really the same thing. I just needed to not go for the stormcrawlers here, and I wouldn't have thought that going into this match. I would have thought stormcrawlers would have been effective. But I think I know that now going forward, that they're not as good without napalm against crowds as you'd think. And they really need a tough front line against a front line this tough on the enemy side. Like, they need a lot of time to work. I needed those marksmen on the right. Definitely to be killing these phoenixes. And you can see these phoenixes level up so hard. And they were their unit of the match. Of course they were. They carried them for sure. Huge work from these phoenixes. If I ever could have got some mustangs early, like I said as well, mustangs would have been good against the phoenixes. And also would have been good against wiping all the fangs. So I think mustangs would have been really good as well. Just having like a lot, one unit of Mustang here, one unit of Mustang here, another ball, marksman. You know, you're looking really good. You can't have everything is the thing, and you've got to make choices on what you're going to prioritize each round. You can't just be like, you know, like all the way through this round, like I said, the enemy kept me really pressured. There was a lot of points where I was like, okay, I need to answer with like 2 or 3 different things here to make my formation better, and also worry about some things that they have. But I was only ever able to pick like 1 or 2 of those things at a time, and in the end, I think I prioritized the wrong things. But I again, really love the Fang flanks here. That was great use to pull myself out of formation and really fuck up my timings with my fast units. I love that. Yeah, and I never got into air either. I never had the initiative to do what I wanted there. But yeah, more balls, more marksmen. Yeah, in that round of the Stormcrawlers, I would have gone marksmen instead. And then would have gone more balls, a couple more Arclights. And I think we'd have had a good time. Vulcans were still good. We'd have had a good time, I think. But GG, that's it. I think it's very important that I don't just be like, oh man, lost that one, better record another one. Even when it's only my second, you know, Mechabellum video I'm putting up. Because I think it's really important you put up the losses so that people can, I want to be, you know, people to be able to learn from watching me as well. And losses, failure's the best teacher. And the game's still really fun even when you lose. So it's like really thought-provoking and interesting. And it's always, I don't want to say your fault, it sounds negative, but it's always up to you. You can always see how you've done this to yourself. Jake Solomon, lead designer of XCOM Enemy Unknown, gives a great quote where he's like, when he's making tactics games, you know, he thinks like the best part of it is having this like really fair and understandable set of rules that are very easy to understand so that you can look at what's happened in the situation and be like, okay, I see how I've done this to myself. Mechabellum is great in that sense, because Mechabellum is the same way. Mechabellum is, you can go, well, I mean, it's a bit harder early on, you can be a bit overwhelmed and understanding how all the units work, but once you start to get into this game, you can very much be like, okay, I see how I've done this to myself. Just like with this round, it can be like, okay, I see I've done this to myself. And the reason that's so fun in games is because 1, it feels fair when you lose, you don't feel like you've been bullshitted, and for 2, that allows you to improve, that allows you to become a better player for next time, and I love that about games. So super fun. This outro is already pretty long, but I think doing a battle analysis point at the end is really good. Love the composition from Flandale. Really good game, really well played. Just the gimmick is good play here. Just strong, good, upfront, straightforward play here. A great front line, artillery to add into it. Nice flying marksman phoenixes in the back. And I love any formation that makes a heavy use of fangs because I love infantry. You know I love infantry. So just really well played. Huge GG to them. Well done. I loved it. That's it for now. GG. Fantastic. Thank you. That was a good round.